Hi, this is Michael Skye with StandWithHonor.com, and we're back with another thing to think about. Goodness versus greatness. How do you know when you're not being good? When you're not being a good student, for example?
Your name goes on the board, if you get an F.
How do you know you're not being a good citizen?
You get arrested, maybe? Or when you go to vote, they tell you your name's not there.
How do you know you're not a good soldier?
They'll make that known to you very well. If you're lucky, you're just doing some push-ups, restricted to barracks, mopping floors all day, have your rank taken away, your money taken away, you can be thrown in jail.
How do you know when you're a good student?
Well, you get an A, you get a star with a little smiley face.
How do you know when you're being a good soldier?
They'll give you a medal.
We're trained in the sense that we're rewarded when we do what's good in the eyes of whoever the given authority is, and we're punished whenever we go against what they say is good. So there's all this goodness training that we have inside of us, and one of the things that it does is it draws our focus away from looking within to see what's right behavior for me. Instead we start focusing outwardly. What should I do based on what does the given authority say or the given society say?
Martin Luther King or Gandhi. I might think about Dorothy Day or Jesus Christ, Rosa Parks.
Gandhi and Martin Luther King both went to jail, right? I mean, an example that you gave of not being a good citizen, like how do you know you're not being a good citizen? Well, you go to jail, right? So they weren't being good, and yet they're an example of greatness. They weren't being good by the given laws or authorities in place, right? We're punishing them for their bad behavior, and yet we recognize them as a symbol of greatness. And so just invite you into this conversation about what does it mean to be great, and what does it mean to be a great soldier. And I think it's distinguished when what authority says comes into conflict with what your heart says or what your conscience says. And the good soldier, the good citizen, the good child, the good student, the good Christian, the good all this acts in line with what the given authority in their realm says is good behavior. That's obvious. That's the good path. And the great path, I would say, is when, even in the face of possible punishment, possible humiliation, shame, criticism, judgment, someone takes a stand and acts in line with their conscience, with their internal guidance, with perhaps with their God, with their highest values, even in the face of what external authorities say. So consider that it's the individuals who are willing to question the predominant authority in their time because it conflicts with their conscience, and it's those who stand on conscience that change the course of history and humanity forever for the better. So consider that your stand will have ripples that you can't even imagine right now. And I invite you to question, what is goodness, what's the distinction between goodness and greatness for you? And can you think of an example based on your own experience where you yourself or someone else, you've seen them risk being seen as good to take a stand and be great? I invite you to post a video response to this video. Just share with us your thoughts on that, or comment in the comment section. I would love to engage you and others in this conversation, and we'll be back soon with another video.